Hello, ladies and gentlemen, KJ here, and I would like to personally welcome each and every one of you to the very first episode of the NWL. Of course, the NWL stands for the Noob Wrestling League, and we are excited to bring you our very first episode. We have a night packed full of big-time action, big-time matches, and I will be calling each and every one of them live from ringside for you guys. However, first up tonight, we would like to welcome our general manager of the NWL to the ring. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is... So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with the very first official match of the NWL, Chaz Parker versus Sting. This is, of course, a match to determine who will move on in the NWL Championship Tournament. As we call the action inside the ring, Sting with an uppercut. A couple kicks to the midsection. And another uppercut brings Chaz down to a knee. Sting twisted around and gets a neck breaker there. Chaz is trying to fight back here, gets a couple punches in. Locks up his head, looking for something big possibly here. Wow! Nice takedown there. And now locking Sting in a submission move. Will it be enough? Will the Stinger tap out right here, right now? He could potentially tap out right here at the very beginning of this match, but he fights out of it. What a nice drop kick there by Sting. And now a little bit of back and forth as he hits another drop kick. Missing a couple punches, but hits another uppercut. And now laying in with a fierce combo of shots. Another neck breaker to Chaz as he is softening up the head of him. And now just playing to the crowd. The Icon taking it to Chaz right now as this young up-and-coming star is right now no match for the veteran in Sting. That was a vicious boot right there to the turnbuckle. Breaking out of the submission and going right towards the arm there. Locking up. Who's going to win the battle? Chaz trying to lift him up and over. And now a series of elbows straight to the heart and shoulder region of Sting. The crowd is not liking that, booing Chaz. And now Sting gets a little bit of offense back. Throwing him into the ropes and taking him and power slamming him down. Reversal by Chaz. Right into the face of Sting. But Sting able to reverse it right back at him. Gets him in a headlock, picks him up, and a backbreaker right on the knees. Ooh, Chaz though, a dirty move. Poke right to the eyes, distracting Sting. Turns him around, and then an elbow straight to the face. Throws him. Oh, belly to belly suplex there. And now going high risk. And not paying off as both men are down right now. Sting getting up, laying punches, kicks, and uppercuts in on him. What a Samoan drop there by Icon. Going up to the top rope and hits him with his, I believe his feet just pounding right onto the chest of Chaz right there. Chaz now was laying punches in the turnbuckle until Sting got in another beautiful drop kick and throws him into the turnbuckle. Float over DDT will drop Chaz, and the Stinger is feeling it. He's getting amped up. Chaz right now has gotten a little bit of offense in this match. However, he has not been able to really get anything going on a consistent basis. Though he's locking in another submission right here. The Undertaker fighting for it, trying to get out, pulling himself towards the ropes. I do not know if he's going to be able to get out of this, but he actually does. Looks like Sting might be holding his head there, maybe some damage to his head. Chaz kind of targeting that area. Sting now throws him into the ropes. And now pounding away on Chaz's head. Once again, going right after Chaz, taking him down, pounding him on the ground there. Chaz with the rake to the eyes. And now, getting fired up, landing the punches. And the knee right to the face of Sting. Sting, though, with a vicious knee. Same one that he used early in the match. Ooh, and a spine buster. A spine buster takes Chaz down. Oh no, no. This is bad, Chaz, he's locked in. Ooh, got to the ropes as he was locked into the Scorpion Deathlock. Oh! But it doesn't matter as Sting hits the Scorpion Death Drop. 1, 2, 3, and Sting wins the match via pinfall. He moves on to the next round of the tournament. And a competitive match between these two men sees the icon Sting, the veteran, move on to the next round as Chaz Parker will have to try to live and fight another day. And so, ladies and gentlemen, as our general manager Mick Foley said earlier in the night, we will have a match to determine the first ever NWL Intercontinental Champion. As you can see, it will be a fatal 4-way match. 4 men will enter and put everything on the line to try to be the first one to hold that title in their hands. Now, as you can see on the screen, the competitors in that match include Spiderman, Dolph Ziggler, Christian Torres, and the rated R superstar, Edge. At the end of the night, one of these men will walk out with the Intercontinental title around their waist. If you'd like to see who it is, stay tuned. That, ladies and gentlemen, will be our main event of the night. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get this next match underway.
Willy Wonka, the amazing chocolatier. Willy Wonka, everybody give a cheer. He's not as clever and so smart, he barely can restrain it. With so much generosity, there is no way to contain it. To contain it, to contain, to contain, to contain. Oh, hooray!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with our second match of the night. Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase teaming up together as Legacy against the ragtag team of Willy Wonka and the Doctor. A very interesting team, these two. Very unorthodox men, and teaming together could form a very unorthodox team. Meanwhile, Legacy was a very well-known stable in the WWE until they eventually split up. I was a little sad that they did split up, and so I'm very happy and pleased that they are here in the NWL and teaming together to hopefully give a spark to this tag team division that we are going to have here. Now, this is not for the tag team titles. This is just, just a one team versus one team match. Nothing really major at stake except, bragging rights and seeing which team is actually better than the other. Of course, I have a feeling Legacy will probably gel a little bit better. They are experienced as a tag team, and so we'll be able to rely on that a little bit more than Wonka and the Doctor. So as we look in the ring, let's call some of this action that's going on. Right now, DiBiase has been controlling Willy Wonka as he now gets him into a submission hold. However, Wonka gets out of it rather quickly. I love that he wears his hat while he is wrestling. That, of course, defies the laws of physics in the wrestling world. But, Wonka, man. He's just so weird and creepy that, why not keep his hat on when he wrestles? And so now he tags in his partner, the Doctor, toe takedown, and then an elbow drop right to the back of DiBiase. Doctor now going after the arm a little bit there, pounding on it. A couple quick jabs here and there, and then a running leg drop will knock DiBiase off his feet. He's right now a little tipsy, and now a jumping, spinning neck breaker on DiBiase as the Doctor has come in and brought some life to this ragtag team, and DiBiase, hits a drop kick, and that's what he needs, as he cannot make a tag to his teammate there. I don't know if he was trying to or what, but right now, the Doctor going outside and going after Cody Rhodes a little bit here, who is not taking too kindly to that, and throws him back into the ring. After a little bit of kicking and punching there, DiBiase now trying to go back to work on him, but is unable, as the Doctor right now has complete control over DiBiase, completely knows what is going on with him. As both men go to their corners, DiBiase gets a tag on Rhodes. The Doctor, however, will not get a tag, and in fact, Willy Wonka will bite the dust off a dropkick by Cody, and now drops the Doctor onto his head with a neck breaker there. Trying for a couple punches and kicks, keep the Doctor off his feet as he slams him to the ground, gets back up, and meets a neck kick to the gut. Raking the back of the Doctor, now takes him, and then reverse atomic drop. Doctor trying to make some offense here, but right now Cody has come in for their team and has been able to ground the Doctor. So where the Doctor has been able to beat up DiBiase, Rhodes has been able to beat up the Doctor. And now both teams kind of having their members come in and cause a little mayhem on that pinning attempt. The Doctor's looking for his teammate, but Wonka had walked down the ring, and now Rhodes with a drop kick will now just stomp and grind his foot right into the throat of the Doctor. Stomping on him some more. showing no respect for his opponent here. Nice takedown. It's now a kick right to the stomach region. At least I believe that was the stomach region, and hope it wasn't below the belt. Oh, but the Doctor with a beautiful maneuver there. Gain a little bit more offense in on Cody. Throws him into his corner. But Cody reverses it. Won't let Willy Wonka get tagged back in. As now taking the Doctor up. This is high risk. And it is high reward. As Cody just hit a stunner basically off the top rope. Wonka now trying to get involved. But Cody Rhodes with a running bulldog takes out Willy Wonka. And now a float over DDT takes out the Doctor. Cody calling for him to get up. He wants to finish this match right now. Throws him into the corner with DiBiase. Tags in his partner. As DiBiase now goes to work. Kick to the stomach and a drop kick. Picks the Doctor back up. Wow! That clothesline just leveled him, just standing there, and just a forearm right to the throat. Took the Doctor off his feet. He is still reeling, running back to his corner, trying to regain his breath. But DiBiase right on him, continuing to just hammer in at him. Now just stomping on him in the corner. And the Doctor, though, gets a hot tag on Willy Wonka. He comes in, all fired up, takes out DiBiase, takes out Rhodes. And now, looking to go after DiBiase. We'll have none of that as a back throw. Takes Wonka down. Throws him into the corner. Another back throw. As Wonka came in hot, DiBiase has grounded him. And throwing him into the corner. Picks him up. Oh, Willy Wonka reversed it. Hit a DDT. And now setting him up and taking him out with his finishing maneuver there. And it looked like his finisher. I don't know what that was. That was one hell of a maneuver. As now both men are in for the teams fighting. DiBiase takes Wonka down after distraction by Cody. And now DiBiase, boom, hits the Dream Street. And ladies and gentlemen, 2, 3. That will be all she wrote for that team of Wonka and the Doctor. So here we go, a battle between Boom and CM Punk. These are actually two of my personal favorite wrestlers. Boom, of course, came from the SMF Story Mode Federation. That's actually the very first call that league that I got into, and what really inspired me to create my own. And then CM Punk is just my favorite wrestler of all time. Recently left the WWE over disputes on creative issues, and so he has now come here to the NWL to get a shot at the big times here. And ladies and gentlemen, it should be worth noting that this match is a match in the NWL Championship Tournament. One of these men will be moving on in the tournament and get a chance to go further to win the NWL title. So now let's take a look at the action going on in the ring. Both of these guys have pretty similar styles. Boom is a high flyer. Punk with a lot of kicks and punches, but can also go high flying himself. Should be a fast, technical matchup between these two. I'm looking for a very competitive bout here, as it is right now, kind of in a feeling out process as the two of them kind of going blow for blow, reversal for reversal. As Punk hits a side Russian leg sweep to take Boom off his feet, and then a drop kick off the ropes levels Boom once again. Punk now twisting the arm of Boom around and getting the neck and chopping him down at the chest. And now Boom got the arm of Punk, and wow! What a reverse move there as he just slammed Punk's face right into the mat. Punk, though not willing to let up, goes at him with some shoulder blocks in the side turnbuckle, but gets taken down by a kick by Boom, and he delivers one of his own. So as I predicted, back and forth right now. Anything you can do, I can do better, the other one says. As Punk throws Boom, and Boom with a nice reversal there, laying in a couple kicks, getting behind him, and a drop kick right to the back. But Punk with a hurricanrana takes Boom off his feet, trying for some chops to the side of the head, but won't get it. Instead will start taunting Boom. Punches and kicks raining down, an elbow to the back of the neck, and then Boom throws him into the corner. Punk reverses it though and lifts Boom up to the top, kicks him once to try and knock him out, and then goes up there with him. This is getting real dangerous, guys. A superplex from the top rope by CM Punk. Boom is down, not moving, and Punk crashes and burns on a horrible moonsault there. That was just embarrassing. But he will not give up. Takes him and powers him down. And then just stomping on him. Gets the cover. 2. And won't get it. Boom able to kick out. Punk though won't stop on the offense. 2 of them grappling. Boom gets him down and gets a submission hold in. Will Punk tap out though? Unfortunately not. Couple knees to the back of the head. It will take a lot more to try and take down this submission expert. Punk, of course, a very technical wrestler, knows a bunch of not only technical grappling holds, but submission maneuvers. So Boom trying to fight him at his own game, that is not going to work very well. Boom now attempting to get Punk, I believe, and Punk kicks out of it. Throws Boom in the corner and a couple shoulders right to the midsection of Boom. 3 of them. And now grinding his foot against his face. Boom getting taken back up by Punk, but able to reverse it. Oh! Boom's got him up! Hits the boomerang out of nowhere! Goes for the cover, but Punk is too close to the ropes. Boom, trying to build on this huge momentum after hitting the boomerang, unable to capitalize. And Punk with a small package roll up. 2, 3. CM Punk gets the win by a small package roll up over Boom, despite getting hit with the boomerang. Punk was close enough to the ropes when Boom tried to pin him after that maneuver, was able to get the rope break, and then after bouncing off the ropes was able to get a float over DDT, transitioning into that small package, and gets the very, very clever maneuver and pin on Boom. Punk will be moving on to the next round. And ladies and gentlemen, with that, we have now come to our main event of the night. It is for the NWL Intercontinental Championship. Spiderman, Dolph Ziggler, Christian Torres, and Edge will fight it off in a fatal 4-way match. One of these men will walk out the champion, and 3 of them will leave with disappointment. Who will it be? Let's find out right now in the main event.
You think you know me?
And so here we go, the main event. 4 men in the ring. 1 man will walk out with the NWL Intercontinental Championship. And we are starting off with mass chaos. Fatal 4-way matches have pretty much no order in them whatsoever. It is every man for himself. Alliances that are made sometimes in it eventually break down. Sometimes you see 2 to 3 men gaining up on one to take him out, and then the 3 of them go at it, then 2 of them go at it. Eventually, it's just crazy, okay? There's no other words for this right now. I mean, I will try to give you guys, a play-by-play on this, but even I don't think I can do that good of it. This is just madness that you just have to watch and enjoy for the carnage that will be produced. So, as we start here, let's take a look at some big shots as Christian and Ziggler going after Spider-Man there. And now Edge and Christian locking up. Edge gained the advantage. Whoa, I thought I was going to throw him over the ropes, but I actually brought him back and kicked him right in the face. Ziggler over there slamming Spider-Man's head into the turnbuckle. And now Ziggler going to try and help Edge with Christian. Christian trying to turn the tables on Edge, but the Ultimate Opportunist gets out of that hold. Until Christian gets around again and takes him down. Of course, this is Christian Torres, I should remind you. Not to be confused with Christian, Edge's former tag team partner in the WWE. He did not come over to the NWL with Edge, unfortunately. Whether or not he comes over at a later date, we will have to see. But this is Christian Torres. As Edge is going to work on Christian until a reversal stops him in his tracks. Christian going after Ziggler now, who was hammering on Spider-Man a little bit there in the corner. Edge now takes Spider-Man up and brings him right back down to the mat. A nice slam there by Ziggler. As now him and Edge go after it. These two fought in the WWE a couple times. As Christian Torres gets taken out by Spider-Man with a DDT. And now Spider-Man, wow, what a kick to the back of the head. And Edge with a huge maneuver on Ziggler. I can't even keep track of all of the moves that are going on in this match. Edge there tried for pin on Ziggler, however, Ziggler was close enough to the ropes to get the rope break. And Spider-Man with a moonsault on Christian Torres. Goes to break up a submission hold Ziggler had on Edge. Now Edge repaying that kindness with a sitting attack there. I believe that was that Education there? Execution? I believe it was one of Edge's signature maneuvers. As what a hurricanrana by Spider-Man and Torres. Trying for the pin, and Edge will break it up. Ziggler kind of trying to gain his breath back until Edge brings him back into the fray and starts pounding on him. Takes out his knee as Spider-Man failing it right now and showing off to the crowd. Edge, don't turn around, Ziggler! Spear! Spear by Edge to Ziggler! Brings him to the center of the ring, a pinning attempt, and Torres will break it up. It's just madness right now. It's every competitor trying to get a pinfall, and other ones are preventing him from doing so. Edge gets knocked out of the ring by a dropkick of Spider-Man's. And now Ziggler gets Spider-Man into a submission until Edge will break it up. And now Edge and Ziggler facing off Torres and Spider-Man. Edge with a submission attempt on Ziggler, and Torres breaks it up. Now Torres going back after Edge and takes him down with authority there. Wow, Edge taking out Spider-Man. And Torres going right back after Edge. Wow, just manhandles him there. A Spider-Man backbreaker to Torres. And a pin. 1, 2. Torres kicks out. Ziggler facing off against Spider-Man now. Torres kind of taunting, wanting to get someone after. And what a DDT there by Spider-Man. The athleticism of him showing off. 2, 3. Oh my God, Spider-Man got the pinfall victory on Dolph Ziggler. Torres was busy with Edge, and by the time he got up, it was already too late. After that amazing athletic maneuver by Spider-Man, he took Ziggler out with it, and he is the Intercontinental Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Spider-Man is your Intercontinental Champion. What a momentous occasion as we have our first champion here in the NWL, and it is none other than the Web Slinger. So, ladies and gentlemen, what a way to cap off our very first episode of the NWL. Spider-Man is the Intercontinental Champion. Sting and CM Punk are moving on in the NWL Championship Tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and leave a like as well as any comments you may have down below. And I will see you guys next week for the next episode of the NWL. Until then, I am your commentator, KJ, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.